I found an egg yolk size lump in my right breast. I assumed that I would need a mastectomy. My doctor suggested Community Cancer Center East. Dr. Goulet, he was amazing. And not only was he, but his whole team, and especially his nurse navigator, Natalie. That was a surprise that I would have a navigator, but I was delighted. And so Dr. Goulet explained my diagnosis and what he suggested for my treatment. And I tried to take a few notes, but mostly I listened, but Natalie wrote the whole time. Dr. Goulet explained that the best course of action was that I would have chemotherapy to shrink the tumor as much as possible. And I was like, really? I mean, I'm not having a mastectomy? He said the protocols have changed, and what they wanted to do was shrink that tumor and get the tumor as small as possible, then do a lumpectomy, which meant no mastectomy, and then follow that with a course treatment of radiation. So of course Natalie wrote notes that whole time. When I was seeing Dr. Goulet months later, and he did an ultrasound, and then we discussed that, because my tumor was shrinking. And he discussed, the treatment down the road and the radiation, and I was like, what? I said, Dr. Goulet, did we discuss this? And he said, yes, Joyce, we did. And I said, are you sure? I don't remember that. I just looked at Natalie and I said, Natalie, did we really discuss that? And she just pulled out my notebook, and there it was. It was funny, but I was just filled with gratitude that she had her notebook, that she had been there, and she reassured me, yes, we had talked about that. Whenever I had chemotherapy, I would get the most wonderful well wishes, texts, emails, or phone calls from friends and family. And I could never make them understand that actually chemo day was the best day of the week. I had a port, which Dr. Goulet had installed, so I had no discomfort. They cover you with the blanket, they bring you potato chips, which I love. Of course, they're constantly checking on you. After they would see you, they would stop, they would sit back down and say, did I really answer all your questions? Do you have any questions? They all want to make sure that you're comfortable with what you've talked about, and that you feel confident moving forward. I live within 5 minutes of Community Cancer Center East. Community sponsors a lot of events. That's where I got my flu shot last year. They form partnerships throughout the community. It's a whole neighborhood, and community is an anchor. Every person that I came in contact with at Community, they're just all the very best. You can tell that each and every one of them love what they do. They are so committed.